everybody, this is Adam McLaughlin with the Wacky Gamer Pod. This is Jeff Ryman. I'm Jeff Ryman. I'm totally game for Adam. Jeff, why? Why would you say that into a microphone? I just love you, Adam. I always want to tell you how much I love you. Jeff, seriously, stop it. I'm taking off my pants right now. Oh, Jeff, don't do that. Oh, ladies and gentlemen at home, I don't want you to have to witness the horror that you're seeing here. Jeffrey, just touch it for a minute, Adam. Just the tip. No, Jeffrey. Jeff, stop it.
It's really amazing walking into somebody's fantasies like
hi,
this.
Jeff. How's it going?
You just, yeah.
Hey.
Thank you for
How
that.
long have you been
Can you put the
here?
tissues down and pull your pants back up?
I'm a little out of breath now.
Okay, I'm going to drink some Diet Coke and pretend this didn't happen.
All right. So, here we are, Wacky Gamer Podcast. What podcast number is this? This is number
oh, no, I'm too busy washing my mouth out.
598. We've been doing this since 1983.
7 billion.
Yeah. It was 1983 we did the first podcast. I remember Chevy Chase was our guest.
Yep.
A young Chevy Chase.
Oh, I just want to, before he starts, I keep sending your emails. We won't do too many emails today, but we do read them, and we may wander on topics that you asked for. You can also post them on our Facebook page.
Yes. We love your emails. We secretly
Podcast
read them and laugh.
at wackygamer.com.
Laugh at you.
And thanks to Skynet for sending us another email. That was delightful.
That Skynet's a good guy.
Yes, Skynet's pretty awesome.
Has he changed his name to Skynet? Or is he still his phone number?
Oh, no, he changed his name. He figured out how to send email.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. He did. I will read this, though, because I don't recommend that Adam gets high while reading comic books. He could black out and wake up with his comic books on fire, a gerbil up his ass, and 30 naked Native Americans laying next to him. I doubt it was the marijuana that made him do these things, although I think the marijuana made him do all but the last thing. He just happened to be doing that when he started smoking up.
Wait a minute, Skynet. Were you over at my apartment on Thursday?
Hee.
Seriously, I don't know. I don't know any Native Americans. But other than that, pretty spot on. I thought that was pretty good. He's like the machine in the movie Big.
Yeah, and then he listed a whole bunch of comic book movies and stuff, but I'm not going to read the rest of the email because I'm too fucking lazy. Sorry, Skynet.
Yeah.
I'm just going to refer to you as Skynet from now on because you thought it was funny, so... Well, there you go. Now you're Skynet.
I like Skynet. I'd change my name to Skynet. I'm going to name my firstborn child Skynet. Well, Ferrari, because I want her to be a stripper. But Ferrari Skynet.
Ferrari Skynet? What kind of
she's not going to have my last name.
Shit is that?
If I give her my last name, I'm going to have to pay money. Give her the last name Skynet, they're going to be looking for a robot. It's called Brains, Jeff. And I got him.
Wow. The mind of a pothead.
Oh, come on.
The mind of a pothead.
So what are we talking about? What's on the agenda today, Jeffrey?
We're going to talk about stuff.
Yes. Stuff.
Let's
Finally.
talk about stuff, baby.
Hot button
Let's
issues.
talk about you and me. Halo Reach comes out on Tuesday.
Halo Reach.
I am excited. Are you excited?
I still don't have an Xbox.
I know. I baited you on that. You like that?
Yeah, I know.
And why don't you have an Xbox?
I'm just waiting to buy it from Red.
And why are you waiting to buy it?
Because I haven't seen Red in a while.
See, this is the difference between you and me. If I were trying to get an Xbox off of someone, I would fucking stalk that person until I got the Xbox.
Yeah, but I have other motivations too. So it's like, you know, I don't have that much time to play video games. So
unacceptable.
How is that unacceptable?
It's fall. You make time.
I've been making puppets this whole time. I got this new series of puppets now. They're called the Fuggles. They're like Fraggles, but the idea is it's Fraggle Rock, the college years.
Wow, no one's thought of that.
Nobody has thought of Fraggle
because
Rock.
It's a terrible fucking idea.
It's not a terrible fucking idea.
It's a terrible idea. Fuggles.
That's a great idea. You're a fucking dick. For those of you at home that don't know, Jeff likes to shit on everything. All right, everything.
No,
I like
yes,
Halo.
You do.
No,
I love Halo.
You shit on everything
Played
people
Halo.
do. You shit on everything people do. I tried to buy a Rockstar energy drink with my ATM card and had to hear about it for 10 minutes. Him telling me about what an asshole I am for using my ATM card.
No, you were an asshole for not having cash.
Yeah, I mean, you see, how many people? Lots of people don't go out with cash anymore, Jeff.
In Europe, sure.
In America too.
Barely.
No, every place uses ATMs.
Why don't you just whip out your checkbook and pay next time?
Oh, you see, It's not even similar.
It's totally similar.
It's
the
not
same
similar.
damn thing. It's not my fault you have no...
What?
I'm not even going to go there.
You're not ever going to go there because you have no point.
Testosterone.
What the hell does that even mean?
Nothing. Back on Halo Reach. We're going to talk about
No,
Halo Reach.
I want to talk about this.
I am freaking jazzed for Halo Reach. I'm going to play the shit out of that game when it comes out. And that space combat better not suck.
Well, space combat looks
sucks.
good.
I'm going to be angry.
I'd be surprised if it sucked. It looked pretty good.
Well, it's on rails. It's not like Free Flight, but still, I have hopes. I have hopes, Bungie. Don't fail me. Don't fail me, Bungie. You're my only hope.
So I got a question for you. Are you going to, when you get it, are you going to make your own boards and stuff on that?
I might mess around with it just to see how it works, but I'm not going to try and ship anything.
I bet you're going to stay up until like
I don't get into that kind of stuff.
Putting together a Lego house that looks like
Lego, yes. Lego, I would build Legos.
Do they have those options on the Lego video games? I've only played like 2 of them.
No, the Lego video, you can't really build anything. It's just a game that happens to have the Lego brand, and
yeah,
it's kitschy Lego crap. But
I tried playing the Lego Batman game. I got disappointed with that.
That was the worst one by far.
Really?
By far. But Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions came out. Neither of us have played it.
Yeah, I know. I realized it yesterday.
Yeah.
On Friday, I'm like, wait a minute. Crap, that just came out. And, of course, I can't send my GameFly back today. It's
yeah, and I
Saturday.
almost went to the store and bought it. But then I played Team Fortress 2 instead.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's because it's getting a 75, which is decent on Metacritic. I mean, it's not a bad game by any stretch, 75. But 75 doesn't mean like, oh my god, I got to go get that now. 75 is kind of like, oh, I can wait for GameFly to send it to me.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase everything on my GameFly account except for Spider-Man.
And just wait?
And try and get Spider-Man. They always send me...
I'm still waiting for freaking Naughty Bear to come.
Really? I thought we decided Naughty Bear was crap.
Yeah, but I still want to I want to see how bad it is.
Naughty Bear was the example we should have used of a crappy game.
Oh, yeah, we just did our filming this week. We didn't do a new Nerd Wars. We had a Nerd Wars that we're going to use this week already, but we filmed top games that we're excited about for fall. And, yeah, you'll hear about that.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday.
Well, and one of the games that I was excited for was the Michael Jackson experience game. And they announced that it's being delayed a year.
It's till spring of next year, so
Yeah.
not a full year, like
Not
6
a full,
months.
yeah, whatever. And then in spring they'll be like, oh, Mr. Jackson decided he's going to Europe. We'll send the whole video game over there, and then it'll dangle a Game Boy outside of a window. Anyway, the point is,
By the time you get the game, the colors all washed out from the front.
yeah, from the sunlight.
We're such horrible people.
The Michael Jackson experience, you use the motion controllers. It's the first game with the motion controllers that you actually have to put one of the motion controllers into your rectum in order to play it. You have to drink a little bit of wine.
He's been so proud of this joke. He's been waiting to use it.
I am
all
proud of
day.
that joke.
It's not funny.
Because Michael Jackson was a pedophile.
That hasn't been proven.
That hasn't been proven. And O.J. Simpson's
Well, no,
innocent.
what hasn't been proven is
Pontius
that he
Pilate
liked
was
shit up
probably
his
framed.
ass. I'm betting Michael Jackson was more of a pitcher than a catcher.
Oh, I think he was.
You think he was a catcher?
No, I think it was a pitcher.
So why would he have something up his ass?
No, you have to put it up your butt. It's the
Because-
experience of hanging out with Michael Jackson.
Oh, I thought it was the experience of being Michael Jackson.
No.
So you gotta
Nobody can be Michael Jackson.
Pour bleach on your face, perform your own plastic surgery.
Set your hair on fire.
Yeah, you know.
Sleep
the
in
good stuff.
sleep in a glass dome. We're going to get so much hate mail from people.
Ah,
Don't you say something about Michael Jackson. He died. That's my
okay.
favorite thing.
No one listens to this podcast except for Skynet.
That's true. I just love that when somebody dies, everybody's like, they're a saint now. Like Ronald Reagan, best president that ever lived.
He was.
No, he was one of the worst presidents that
I
we've had.
saw him in person.
What does that have to do with anything?
That makes him the best.
Trickle down economics.
Adam has trickle-down economics every night at home.
Well,
When he doesn't make it to the bathroom.
That's anal leaking.
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
a side effect of.
I wasn't going to go there, but thank you for that.
I'm not offering it to you
Thank
because
you
I have
so
leaking
much
going on.
for that.
It's not going to work.
Oh, other awesome. So Michael Jackson got pushed out,
Mm-hmm. Michael Jackson got pushed out.
drank Oh, I said I wasn't going to do that.
See,
this podcast.
we said we weren't going to do that. Say to tell people to drink whenever we say something gay because we didn't want to promote.
People got
underage
too drunk.
drinking or something.
Yeah, we saw a notable uptick in the number of people applying to Alcoholics Anonymous last month. But no, so that got pushed out. But we were looking at the fall release list just to make sure we knew all the games that were coming out, and we found some winners in the list. Michael Jackson being one of them. I found a Lucha Libre game.
Yep.
Which, who knows, may be awesome. But the fact that it's like buried on the release list and I couldn't figure out who was actually publishing it does not bode well.
No, I don't. How are you going to make a Lucha Libre video game exciting? Because to me, the wrestling video games are almost intolerable. I mean, tell me if you think I'm wrong. I think the gameplay is just so slow. It's kind of like being a roided out, muscle-bound goon who can barely move. So I guess they have that right. But I don't know. I can't figure out how to do the special moves on them. I can't figure out how to make my guy look at the right person in the ring. Like pinning, I think everybody's had that thing with a wrestling video game where you have the guy on the ground and you're just frantically mashing buttons to figure out how to pin them.
Yeah.
I hate wrestling video games.
Yeah, I haven't found a really, really, really good one. The best game in that kind of vein was really the boxing games, like Fight Night. But
yeah,
Fight Night takes a sport that's relatively slow and makes it entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they've found that magical formula for wrestling yet.
No, I don't think so. I think the only thing that's worse than the wrestling games are the UFC games. The Ultimate Fighting
Now
games.
we're going to get hate mail.
Sure, let's get hate mail. Because I'm sorry. I understand it's amazing that these people can do it. I understand that they're using crazy techniques and stuff.
And they're badasses.
And they can all beat the shit out of me. I want to make that clear, okay? However, when you're watching it, it looks a lot like two guys laying on top of each other for a long time, rubbing each other. And when you're playing it, it plays like two guys lying on top of each
so
other,
it's accurate.
rubbing each
I mean,
other.
they did a good job.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's not a dynamic game to me. It's not like I gotta find out what happens next. Whose genitals am I going to rub against my face now? I just don't. It's not that fun. That's one of the moves.
That's a great sound clip.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chris Benoit used to do that move.
I'm gonna have that whole part about Paul that you did. Add that quote in there.
Hmm? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't mind.
One of the other games I saw on there was Saw 2.
Oh God, yeah.
Which the movie came out a while ago.
Saw
2? 2. Yeah. So it's a little surprising that this fall you can replay the movie that was marginally successful a while ago.
Mm-hmm. The remake to a mediocre movie
on next
of a
gen
game.
consoles.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you play the first Saw game?
No.
What could it be like? I'd kind of like to rent it just to
find out what the hell it is.
Like it's you sitting in a room with somebody talking to you, like
tormenting
the key's
you
behind your eye. Well, since this isn't really me, I'll just rip out my own eyeball, won't I? I don't care. It's a video game.
They won't let you.
Yeah,
it really is you sitting in a chair for 6 hours and then finally someone breaks you out.
Well, I just wonder what are they going to do to compel me to have any feeling in this game where they're like, oh, the other person we caught was your father. Yeah, but they're not really my father.
Is it Freddy or Jason games? I think it was the Freddy games on Nintendo.
Nightmare on Elm Street
yeah.
The game? Mm-hmm.
It was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I remember that vaguely. I remember the Friday the 13th game better.
Those weren't actually that bad.
They were all right.
I remember playing them.
Yeah, it was just... I remember the Friday the 13th one is running around trying to find stuff, and every once in a while Jason would come out, and you couldn't kill him, and he'd kill you.
No, you had to run like hell.
Yeah. It was a fun game, though.
Yeah. Much better than the frickin' E.T. game.
Well, yeah. Can you think of a movie game that was good, though? I think we've talked about this before.
There's been Lord of the Ring games that have been good.
I guess that's true.
Although they're based on a book, technically.
Yeah. What Lord of the Ring games do you like?
Technically, it's the Star Wars games. There's been good Star Wars games.
Yeah. I wouldn't say if that's... I mean, that's more based on a franchise.
Episode 1 Racer was fun. It's based on a part of a movie.
That's true. There you go. Episode 1 Racer. That was a good game. That was fun.
What else?
Hard as hell to control, though.
I'm sure there's other games I could think of that. There's never been a game that was so freaking good that like it really stood out from the movie. Most of the time, it was a good game that used the movie license to sell copies.
Well, I think the Wolverine Origins game was better than the movie.
But that's saying it is better than this crap. It needs to be a really, really good game.
Oh, it was a really good game. I
doubt. No,
you haven't played it.
I disagree.
But you haven't played it. You can't
I disagree. I can. I just did.
No, you can't.
I just did.
Oh, God, Jeff, you suck so bad. You can't just
I disagree. Circle takes a square.
That doesn't mean anything.
Circle takes a square. Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, Jeff, I'm going to find your mom, and I'm going to seduce her. I'm going to seduce her so much. I'm licking my fingers right now to get ready. Jeff started to cry a little bit right there. I was joking, Jeff. I was joking. I'm not licking my fingers. I have butter. Jeff's giving me the most evil look right now. It's wonderful. I didn't know that Jeff got this sensitive if you made fun of his mom. I'm going to use this a lot now because Jeff likes to pick on me. I don't know if you noticed. Well, you're not going to talk? Why aren't you talking? Oh, he's refusing to talk to me now. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the best podcast
I was just seeing how long he
ever.
would awkward talk to himself.
Well, we're doing a podcast. People are listening.
People aren't listening for any of the content. They're listening for you to get upset.
They're listening for sounds. And so when you stop doing sounds, I got to fill in sounds. So I'll just keep talking the whole fucking time that you're sitting there. Like,
people are listening for sounds. That's really, really philosophical.
I know.
Did you spend
I read it in a fortune cookie.
People listen for sounds. You will need to poop in 2 hours.
You will need to poop in 2 hours. People listen for sounds.
Okay, here's a question.
All right.
How much do you care about the Call of Duty Activision crap that went on?
Not at all.
So I do.
All right.
But this extends back. So Call of Duty Black Ops is going to come out in November. And it's made by the team that makes the bad Call of Duty games, right? So the really good Call of Duty games have all been Infinity Ward. The ones that haven't been Infinity Ward have been okay, in my mind.
All right.
They haven't advanced the games really. They've been maybe in new settings, but they haven't really introduced any new gameplay or been really polished, right? So I'm curious if anyone else cares that the Call of Duty Black Ops is not an Infinity Ward game, or you're just going to buy it anyway because it's Call of Duty.
I'd guess that most people just buy it anyway.
See, my suspicion is a fair bit do, but quite a few know the difference between the Infinity Ward games and...
Probably. But I'd say, of your average...
They're like Star Trek movies where every other one is good.
Well, I'd say it's if you'd looked at percentages, it would probably be like 10% of people actively know and would not buy it because of that. But think about a lot of the people buy video games.
Think of the children.
There you go. They're just going to buy the video game.
And then there's this whole Infinity Ward getting screwed over by Activision thing, and I don't want to buy it because of that.
Well, that kind of bugs me.
But that's kind of a separate...
Yeah.
To me, it's a separate issue. Taking Call of Duty Black Ops on its own merits, I have a feeling it's going to be like a solid game, but not the greatest game ever. Nothing excited me at the press conferences at E3, the video footage I've seen personally. Doesn't mean I won't play it, but it's not... I probably won't buy it this fall. There's so much other crap I want. October 26th, the day of Doom, is going to screw me over for the whole holiday season, and then Cataclysm's going to come out and just really fuck me. And
there'll be no podcast for about 6 months.
There'll be podcasts, but it'll involve me playing WoW while Adam's sitting here doing the podcast by himself.
Yeah, so if you liked those 2 minutes of awkward silence from Jeff, just wait for this winter, ladies and gentlemen, because you'll be hearing me talking solo while you hear Jeff typing. Click, 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 click.
It's not even that.
Click.
It's just click,
click,
click, click,
click, click, click.
Click.
My keyboard has a lisp.
And then, because my spacebar squeaks. Yeah.
Should get that fixed.
Yeah, well, it kind of sounds like little mini mice are having sex.
And you like that.
It's kind of hot.
Everybody drink.
Are you excited about the Tron game?
Huh? I don't know if I'm excited about the Tron game. I've seen a couple snippets, but I haven't seen any gameplay. So I don't know.
You don't know? How about the movie?
I'm excited for the movie. The movie looks great. The movie
you think
looks
it looks
good.
great? I think visually it looks interesting, but
I think visually it looks interesting. I mean, when was the last time you watched the first Tron movie?
I don't know, a couple years ago.
Yeah. I mean,
Wasn't that long ago.
Do you still remember it
Yeah.
well and everything? I think that was it was a good movie.
And yeah, it certainly wasn't the best movie.
But this one looks like it has a lot more story behind it. There's a little more intrigue. Those are Tron sound effects for you guys that were wondering. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the movie. You're not?
I'm gonna wait and see. I right now I would not see it opening weekend.
Oh, well, I won't see anything opening weekend.
Well, I wouldn't even contemplate it. There's other movies I have.
Like what?
Scott Pilgrim.
You saw that opening weekend?
I contemplated. I didn't.
Oh.
I saw it opening week.
What's a movie that you saw opening weekend?
The last movie I saw opening weekend. Jesus, that's been a while.
Yeah, I know. For me, it was Batman.
It wasn't even
Dark
Avatar.
Knight.
It was prior to Avatar. It's been a while. I just can't be. I can't. I've given up dealing with the masses of people, and I just don't care that much to see it opening day.
Well, I've decided I'm never going to have to wait in a line again. Like, unless it's something that I really need. Like, so a bank, you don't get a choice. You're going to be in a line no matter what. But if it's something like a movie, I'm never waiting in line for a movie. Ever.
My philosophy is I don't want to feel like I have to get there 45 minutes to not be sitting in the front of the movie.
Yeah.
So that really means...
That waiting.
It's not the waiting. Because I'm not waiting in line. I'm sitting in a seat.
No, but see, it has been a while since you've been to opening day. Because
opening
day for a big
is
movie,
fucking crazy.
You sit in that line, then you get up, then you go in.
Even Avatar, I saw it like 2 weeks later.
Still a line.
There was still a line.
I saw it like a month late.
And I saw it IMAX. Well, I saw it in the IMAX at the Metreon. So
the big movie theater in San Francisco.
That's where people go to do those things.
Yeah.
But Scott Pilgrim was good. You should see Scott Pilgrim.
I want to see Scott Pilgrim. You know what I got stuck seeing? The Switch.
I don't even know what that is.
Jason Bateman and Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston wants to get pregnant. Jason Bateman's her best friend. She gets sperm from a donor. He gets drunk and switches out that sperm for his own.
Oh, you know what I heard the other day? This is... Someone's probably going to shoot me for telling this story, but there's no name, so fuck it. Someone went to a convention like a while ago, right? Mm-hmm. Had a one-night stand with the girl.
Awkward.
I guess it was 3 months ago. That's important.
Okay.
So 3 months ago, two good dudes go to a convention. One of the guys has a one-night stand with the girl. This guy who didn't have the one-night stand sees the girl. She's 3 months pregnant.
Awkward.
When
was Comic-Con?
It wasn't Comic-Con.
It wasn't.
It wasn't you.
Okay.
That was 1 month ago. Well, no, like a month and a half ago.
Month and a half. Okay.
She wouldn't be showing by now.
Man, shit.
Yeah.
Has she called him? Or
I don't know what happened, but that's freaking awkward.
Oh God, he's gonna be on Maury Povich.
Maury. Okay, so the other movie that I want to mention, my wife was watching this. Perfect Getaway. It's a shitty thriller movie with Timothy Olyphant from Go. He's been in some other stuff, but I remember him from Go.
Yeah.
And one of these like comedy actors that was trying to do a serious role and just fails. But the guy and Mila Jovovich are this couple in Hawaii doing their honeymoon, and they decide to do this like 11.5-mile trek down this island.
Oh, and it's the other couples are there.
There's two other couples. One couple looks psychotic. The other couple, they sort of befriend, but they find out there's like these murderers.
There's murderers on the island.
It's so cliche. Like I told my wife, like that couple that they're getting along with is going to be the murderers, and she's like, "How do you know? Did you read the synopsis?" I'm like, "No, it's the same fucking story I've seen in 100 freaking movies."
Wait, it was the couple that they were getting along with?
Yeah.
See, that's weird because I thought it was going to be like two people from, or one person from one couple and one person from another couple you actually find out that they had a thing going on and they're the murderers. I always assume that movies are going to be better than what they really are.
When you can predict the story, like this was not even like 15 minutes in this crappy movie.
That sucks.
Luckily, I was playing Team Fortress 2 the whole time, so I didn't hear half the crap that was going on.
Well, that's the thing.
But they were scared by a palm leaf.
Well, what
those
color
moments
palm
everyone's
leaf?
like, ah! Oh, it's a palm leaf.
What color?
It was brown because it was dead.
Spooky. Well, no, I had the same thing in the Switch. Because in the Switch, it's 45 minutes where this guy's like trying to figure out if he's the father or not.
I am the father.
But everybody in the audience knows he's the father. And he's not actively doing anything to test his theory if he's the father. So it's just him kind of contemplating for 45 friggin' minutes. And like, I was just baffled about how boring it was.
He's stunned.
I was stunned. I was stunned because there was no conflict. There was no problem going on until after 45 minutes where he's like, oh, I'm the father. I hate you now. Okay, there you go. Like, really? It's supposed to be a comedy.
Story?
I don't know.
Pretty fucking awesome, guys.
I don't know. Could have been a lot funnier. It was kind of a turd. But, that being said, Jennifer Aniston, great rack.
Oh, the freaking video we put up. So, I do some editing on those Nerd Wars because they're usually longer than we want them to be.
Yeah.
But we do them all in one take.
Mm-hmm.
This is just for people who watch that crap and care. But I cut out, I don't know if you remember, but we were talking about how Billy Bob Thornton, Jennifer Garner couldn't handle Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
And then we got into Brad Pitt.
And everybody drank.
No, we started talking about
we got
how
into Brad Pitt.
Angelina Jolie stole Brad Pitt from Jennifer Aniston.
Mm-hmm.
So that she's even more of a badass. And then we got on to, you said, no, there's the fight. Jennifer Aniston versus Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
I cut out the part about Brad Pitt because it wasn't funny, it wasn't interesting, and I needed to trim like a minute and a half off the argument.
Yeah.
To get it under our target, which is 4. So it goes, Angelina Jolie had Billy Bob Thornton. Jennifer Garner couldn't handle Billy Bob Thornton. And then all of a sudden it goes, no. There's the fight, Angelina Jolie versus Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
People were like, it's Jennifer fucking Garner, not Jennifer Aniston. It's so maddening to see people like just latch onto that and be like not... It's clear we're talking about Jennifer Aniston from there to the end of the freaking video.
Yeah, but maybe they thought that I thought that Jennifer Gardner, or whatever her name was, is really Jennifer Aniston. Like,
but you had already said Garner like 50 fucking times. And on top of that, all you assholes that want to pull that shit and say Jennifer Aniston is not Jennifer Garner, learn how to spell Jennifer Garner or Aniston. Spell at least one of them right in your comments.
Hey, you know what, guys? I can't spell either of them. So
you can't spell period.
P-E-R pure E-E-O-D period.
Good job, Adam.
Did I get it?
No. Oh, but you spell as well as anyone on YouTube, so it's
there
good.
You go.
Yeah.
Hey, my YouTube brothers.
YouTube bitches in the house.
Well, let's be serious. Who do you think would win in a fight?
Who?
Jennifer Aniston versus Angelina.
Angelina.
You're dumb.
No, we already talked about that. It's on freaking Nerd Wars.
I figured maybe that you would have looked up some pictures.
Who do you think the fans picked? Elektra or Angelina Jolie?
Elektra or Angelina Jolie?
Or Lara Croft?
I would hope they picked Elektra.
Wrong.
Jeez.
Okay,
you know,
Samus Aran. What was the other one? Samus Aran versus Catwoman.
Well, Samus Aran.
Okay, you're conceding that one.
Yeah.
That wasn't really much of a fight. There's no way Catwoman could have won that fight.
Well, Catwoman sucks.
Catwoman does not. Does Huntress suck?
No, Huntress doesn't suck.
So would you have rather had Huntress versus
Huntress would have won.
No, she wouldn't have.
Huntress is a badass.
How would Huntress
Catwoman's just a cat thief. She's a cat thief. She does a little bit of taekwondo or something. Yada yada bling. Huntress is a sociopathic, like, killer.
Just because you're fucking crazy doesn't mean you're better.
No, but she's
okay. Huntress versus Billy Bob Thornton.
Huntress.
No.
No. Billy Bob
Thornton is a stone cold killer.
Yeah, maybe if he just had a shotgun and, you know, there was like some kid running down the street, sure. But against somebody who actually knows what they're doing, no way. No way. Huntress
You're so full of shit.
I'll just tear them apart.
Okay. Catwoman versus Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, see, all right.
Well,
I knew Billy Bob was going to win something.
because I saw Monsters Ball, and I saw the way that Billy Bob was banging on, what's her name? Halle Berry. You know, I just want to feel good. I just want to feel good.
Dude, 3 people at work just started watching the Nerd Wars videos.
Yeah.
And they're like, why do you always pick the worst video for the comic book characters? And I'm like, that's my plan, is to make Adam's argument look dumb by picking the crappy video.
Yeah, I know. I wish you would do that, you know, or at least pick the shittiest videos for the video games, too.
No.
Even the playing field.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah,
Until
I know.
you start editing the videos, then.
Okay, by the way, I've offered to edit the videos a million times. For some reason, Jeff doesn't want me to.
Because I can't rely on you to do anything. I asked you to look at a script for something that we were going to shoot months ago, and just now you realized you didn't have the script. Just this week.
Dude.
You are unreliable.
Dude.
You are unreliable.
He's calling me unreliable. I asked him 2 days ago to send me the script again because I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I'm returning your favor. You can feel
And-
how it
and
feels
he
like
didn't.
to wait. To wait.
And it's something that
Endlessly.
he wants me to do. It's something
endlessly
that's his.
wait.
It's something that his. But meanwhile, Jeff won't do the things. If you ask Jeff to do something for you, he won't do it.
Bullshit.
No shit.
Bullshit.
No shit.
Name one thing.
Jeff, I just found out I'm late for the show. Give me a ride downtown.
I knew you were going to pull that one.
And I'm right, though, aren't I?
Yeah, because you fucking came in. This was more of a, you need to put your foot down against a boss that demands too much shit of you.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
That's exactly why I didn't do it.
No, I didn't realize that I was supposed to be in a show that night. Found out I was in the show. I had like 30 minutes to get down there. I asked Jeff for a ride. He's like, no. And I got a cab.
Yeah, as well you should have.
I was lucky.
No? You were dumb.
No,
They could have replaced a host. The frickin' host for an open mic.
You could have just printed off the script and given it to me.
I don't even know where it is. I gotta go dig it up now.
And I'm getting shit.
I was relying on you sending me back edits.
Well, maybe you rely too much on the kindness of others.
No, I rely on someone who's getting paid to do this.
Where's my money?
You paying back all the shit that I've spent on you. See,
For
most
me to
people
do
don't
things
realize that
you asked me to do
I
for
had
you.
to buy Adam diapers. I've had to
Wrong.
buy him bottles. I've had to buy him formula.
Mm-hmm.
All this so he could feed his fucking puppets. Now, I don't know why he's feeding puppets.
That's bullshit.
It's just weird. It's weird to feed
He
a
bought me a
puppet
plane
baby formula,
ticket. He bought me a plane ticket to Comic-Con to do a show.
which you were excited about doing.
I was excited about doing
All right.
it. I also told you I would pay for the ticket. You said, no, don't worry about it.
Because we're going to pay back with this money, so why are you
There you
arguing
go.
with it?
So, but you can't start saying that I'm getting paid for this.
All
I'm
right,
not
give
getting paid for
me
this.
the $100 and whatever for the plane ticket, and then
Fine,
you can
I
have half of the Happy Meal that we could have bought with the.
And that's my other point. We're not getting paid for this.
We got Happy Meal money for this.
We're not getting
Happy
paid.
Meal money.
So you can't pull
Happy
shit
Meal
like,
money. We
you
are
can't
getting
pull
paid.
shit like
we are getting paid.
You're getting paid for it. Until I see money, I'm not getting paid for it.
We got money.
No, we don't. We got like $14.
You are overstating by like 60 some odd cents.
You see, that's we got $13.40.
You're still a little over, but I'll take it.
And so until we actually start getting paid, you can't pull the pay car on me. You can't be like, hey,
I can hold you the money
This
over
is-
your head because I know
No, you
what you're
can't.
doing for the other guy's show, and you're not gonna make shit.
the
I
Tom
don't want
Anderson
to.
show?
I was trying not to name shit, but since you went there, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll just ignore that. We're not promoting someone else's show that they said I could be in and didn't book me in, but that's a whole nother thing.
Oh, good
Okay.
Lord. Jesus Christ. Every day.
Every day.
Every day, Jeff.
What comic did you read this week? Because I know you read something.
Yeah, I read Blackest Night.
Yeah, you did.
And I read
I want to know from people whether I should read Brightest Day.
Is Brightest Day the sequel?
Sort of, yeah. And what people still haven't emailed me what the next comic or graphic novel after Blackest Night is. Should I get Blackest Night, Green Lantern, or Lantern Corps, or whatever it is? Or Brightest Day? Just skip it and go to Brightest Day. I want to know. Podcast at wackygamer.com.
No, I don't know. I've been reading X Factor over again.
Is that like the X-Men?
It's
I'm kidding.
It's the original X-Men.
I've read X Factor.
The original one with the Beast and Cyclops.
Way old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
47 or
1987.
something.
1987,
62.
86.
79.
Anyway.
Am I getting near the date?
It's pretty slow pace.
1923?
Here's something,
maybe?
though. So here's something.
You remember Talkies when Talkies came out with the
I prefer the Beast without all the blue fur.
I don't remember the Beast without the blue fur.
Yeah.
Don't get it out, please.
You
please
don't want
put
me to
it
get my
back in your
comic book out?
pants.
Fine.
Please put it back in your pants.
No, the Beast in the original X-Men didn't have blue fur. Then he got it when he was in the Avengers. Then he lost it again in X Factor.
It's not like he really loses it. They just don't. It's drawn different. He's a different character, effectively named the Beast, with the same skill set.
No, he loses it. He actively loses it. In X Factor,
there's a story on why he lost his blue fur.
Yeah, there's a scientist
That
trying.
is so fucking dumb.
There's a scientist trying
Just
to develop.
you.
Would you let me talk? You dick.
Comics are so bad.
They're not bad.
They just pull the shit out. So I have no problems if you want to change characters randomly for the sake of changing them for your new series. Fine, but don't fucking just make up a story reason why he loses blue fur.
It was a whole like 3 comic books about this.
So it's even worse.
How is that? I don't. You know what?
I'd rather have it like a sitcom. Like, George, how'd you lose all your blue fur? Fucking medical accident. I was in the hospital.
I love
and then they in the background go ha 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 ha.
I love this. It takes a Star Wars fan to be like, I don't want any explanations as to why things are going on. I just want stuff to happen. And
I
then
didn't need an explanation for Q in Star Trek either.
We'll come up with an idea 40 years down the line, 30 years down the line. We'll come up with an idea of why these things are true. Like, no.
No. That is not true. That's a bullshit thing, too.
Oh yeah?
Because
what
that's exactly the same as the blue fur thing for the
No.
fucking comic books. Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
How is it not? It's basically a bullshit explanation for something that didn't need to be explained.
No,
Just
it does
fucking
need
have
to be.
Beast without blue fur.
If a person grows blue hair all over their body and develops fangs and claws, you need to explain why that happened.
No, you don't.
And if you didn't, that would be the world's shittiest
do
comic
not.
book. You're just trying to get me mad.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm
because,
just saying you do
because
not
only,
need
only
to explain it.
Someone with Down syndrome would think that it would be a good comic book if all the characters just changed randomly and you
Not
never
changed
explained.
randomly, but if you're going to start another arc of whatever, just start another arc.
They didn't. What are you talking about? Starting another arc?
I don't need a 3-issue explanation on how Beast lost his blue fur.
It's not an explanation.
Just call it Furless
The Beast was blue. He gets kidnapped.
I can explain.
Scientists try to get rid of his X factor, his mutant gene.
Yeah, uh-huh.
They don't succeed.
They're trying to they suck out the midichlorians.
They don't succeed. They get close enough where he basically loses all his fur and starts looking human again.
You know how to
he
shave
gets
your
his
fucking
fur back
you shave.
when
you
apocalypse.
Shave. You
No.
fucking shave.
You have no frigging
You
clues
shave.
what you're talking about.
You get the teeth filed down.
He could get the teeth filed
Go
out.
to
I'll
a
give
dentist.
you that. But there's no way.
Go to a chiropractor, have your back straightened out. You're fucking good to go.
The Beast doesn't have a crooked back.
He's always hunched over.
He's hunched over because he's like an ape. He uses his hands and his feet the same way.
Okay, then go to a plastic surgeon and have your arms shortened. But end of the
He's
fucking
got
day,
normal size arms.
There's no
You don't
reason
even know
to
what you're
explain
talking
this
about.
shit.
You don't know what you're
Just
talking
go
about.
to a doctor and
No,
have this
you're
shit
just an
fixed.
idiot. And by the way, you can't just shave the Beast. That's like trying to shave a dog. You can't just shave a dog.
Shave my dog.
You can shave a dog, but it's not going to look like a hairless dog. It's going to look like a dog with a very, very short layer of hair all over it, and that's what the
can
Beast would
wax
look
him.
like. Oh,
Wax
are you
him.
saying I've had one of my ass cheeks waxed? And
Why the fuck did you have an ass cheek wax?
you might be able to see it online pretty soon, but it was because I lost a race. It was when we were doing the Fat Pack.
Oh, lovely.
And we had a race.
So if you didn't get enough Adam in the video where he showed his stomach, you can see the other end as well.
You could see everything.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what the worst thing was? I went over
Jeez.
to Joe Wynn's house, another comic friend of mine, and he's the guy that filmed the
He's
Fat Pack.
marginally funny most of the time.
And anyway, I'm
No, he's
over.
a good guy.
And I'm over there, and he's like, "Let's watch the videos from the Fat Pack. Tell me what you think with the editing." And I'm watching, and then we watched the video of me getting my ass waxed. That is the most uncomfortable I've ever been, is having to watch my own ass get ass waxed, sitting next to Joe, and just being like, God, because we filmed the full process.
Right, so
it's like
if your ass
15
can
minutes.
be waxed, the beast ass can be waxed.
No, I'm just telling you, for just like Debbie put an L in. That's all it was, an L for loser.
Yeah.
That took like 15 minutes.
Why?
Because I'm a really hairy guy.
And it's painful.
And I'm nowhere near as hairy as the Beast.
Yeah, but the Beast has an X factor that allows him to be waxed
No, he doesn't.
quicker. His hairs just come right out.
No, they don't.
Look, I just created a comic book story arc. 3
Oh,
issues.
God, you're
Give me 3 issues. I should work at Marvel.
you're an idiot. You are truly an idiot. You've worked in video games too often.
I've read some pretty shitty comics, is what I've read.
Yeah, you've read some shitty comics.
And I've also read some
it
shitty
hasn't,
story arcs.
It hasn't
on good
improved your
comics.
ability to understand what makes a comic book good or bad.
I know what makes a comic bad.
Okay, and what is it?
3-issue fucking story arc about someone losing their fucking hair.
And for the last fucking time, it's not about somebody losing their hair.
Beast, I lost my hair.
You don't even know the Beast is going to lose his hair.
Issue 1.
You find out at the very end of the third.
Beast playing beer pong with Cyclops. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, shit, I lost. Cyclops is like, suck it, pal. We're going down to the hair wax removal tomorrow.
You're
We're
an
gonna do
idiot.
this tomorrow. Issue 2. They're at the hair wax place. All you see is panels of the lobby, Cyclops sitting there laughing, and a speech bubble coming out of the door saying, ah!
You know,
ah!
here's the
Issue
thing.
3. Beast shows up at the frickin' what is it?
These podcasts are just
Xavier's
me
Research Center.
sitting in a basement.
No, I'm gonna finish issue 3. He shows up at the freaking X-Men's headquarters, and he's fucking shaving, and Wolverine's like, "What happened here?" And freaking Beast is lost.
Wolverine's not even in X
bet,
Factor.
beer pong, lost bet.
You know what?
Done.
You know what
Story
I love
arc
about
done.
these podcasts?
Actually, I just did that in 5 panels.
It's just me sitting here in a basement with Jeff and just listening to Jeff be wrong about shit and talk over me. That's basically the podcast. We should change it to Wacky Gamer to Jeff talks over people with ill-conceived opinions.
Correct opinions. You
No.
just have a problem with the facts. You can't face
you
the
haven't
fact.
mentioned a fact at all. You're just spouting out
You're fat.
useless babble, and then you're going
You're
to
fat. There's a fact.
Your forehead is so fucking big, Jeff.
So now we're back on facts. This is good.
Okay, we
now
can do
here,
facts.
Fact
Your
number
face
3.
looks like a fucking moon with the size of that fucking forehead.
Fact number 3.
I want to paint
Beast
it white.
Can get shaved.
I want to
Beast
paint
can
it
get
white,
shaved.
and I want to
Beast can
send
do
rockets
fucking shave.
to your face in search for green cheese. That's what I want with your big moon-shaped
fucking
face.
green cheese. Where
Yeah,
did
that's
you
right.
find a green cheese was on the moon?
Who knows?
Green cheese comes from Jupiter. You jack off.
Who knows what's on the moon, Jeff? I've never been to your face.
You have been to
But
my face
we'll
the
send,
last time you
I'm
licked
gonna send
me.
an
The last
exploratory
time you
probe
licked me.
to that that giant fucking thing.
Me.
To 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 that giant fucking thing.
Me.
To